name is Gemma, I'm 16 years old, and today I'm going to explain about my experience with language over the years and how it has impact on my identity. Have you ever seen someone in your classroom that doesn't know exactly how to talk your language? For example, in my school there are 3 teenagers that came from exchange, but they don't exactly know how to talk Spanish or English. So imagine coming from other country to a new culture, new people, a new language, and obviously a new context. How would that impact on their identity? And how do they communicate? How do they transmit what they want to say? Imagine that. To really get in topic, I'm gonna ask 3 questions. Do you know who you are? Do you know why you act like you act? Do you know why you think like you think? Keep watching and you will maybe find the answer. To answer these 3 questions, first we need to know what is language, context, and identity. Language is words we give meaning to be able to communicate and transmit a message. Context is the set of circumstances, people, and facts that surrounds our daily life. And identity is what you are, what defines you, your own characteristics, what makes you, you. Now that we know that, I can start by explaining my experience with learning a language and acquiring a language. My parents are 100% Mexican, so that made me acquire the Spanish language since the day I was born. Because even if you are a baby, you are still learning something, but unconsciously. I started school knowing the Spanish language because I learned it, I acquired it at home with my family. But since the day I started school, the English language has been a part of me, and that makes the English language my second language. But I still acquire it and not learned it. Here's the difference. Acquire a language is when you are in a very young age and you start unconsciously learning something. But learning a language, it's when you are old enough to be conscious of what you are learning, the processes you are making to learn that language. That is the difference. And that is why I say that I acquired English and Spanish at the same time. Because I was constantly, when I was growing up, I was learning the languages. In conclusion of what I just said, I can call myself a bilingual. But there are 3 different kinds of bilingual. And I'm a compound bilingual. This means that I acquired the Spanish and English language at the same time at a very young age, at home and at school, with the help of my teachers, friends, and parents. I can relate this to a very curious theory of a Russian psychologist named Lev Vygotsky. His theory is called social development and states the connection between people and their social cultural context really impacts on what you learn and how you learn. According to Vygotsky, humans use speech and writing to bring together social environments. This relates to me because I acquired the English and Spanish language by interacting with people, like talking, playing, singing, and many other things with my classmates, teachers, and my parents at home. I really don't remember, but I have asked this question from a time here. And the question is, who am I? I can describe myself as a person that has a very unique personality. To describe myself generally, I will do it in 4 words. The first one is loyal. I'm the kind of person you can really count on, and I know how to keep secrets. If you really want to tell me something, you can, and I will not tell anyone if you don't want to, and I will also try to help you because I like seeing people achieve what they want, their goals. It makes me really happy. The second word I will describe myself is honest. I'm a very honest and direct person, and sometimes I just tell the truth how it is, and I can even hurt people's feelings because of the way I did it, but I don't always mean it in a mean way. I'm a very direct person, and that's why people think I'm always angry, but I'm not. And lastly, but not least, the 4th word is sporty. Why sporty? I have been doing sports since I was since I can even remember. I basically been practicing sports all my life, and I really like them. I really like to interact with people. I don't know. I really like sports. I just described myself because I recently noticed that my context really impacts on who I am. My context made me believe in many things. My context taught me many things, and I noticed that my context is my identity. By me saying this, I try to communicate that your context really impacts on who you are right now. That the information that is very persuasive for you is the information that you perceive and that you will keep and that eventually will transform and make your identity. Finally, I'm saying that context does impact on your identity. It does really change your way of thinking, your way of acting. It's not the same. To end this blog up, I consider in my experience that context makes your identity. But remember to change for good and just live life as it comes. Don't stress yourself for something that maybe is not important. And finally, don't try to be someone you are not. Thank you very much for watching this video.